If Article 50 is extended for another 3 months, so that takes us from end of October, November, December, end of January, isn't Boris Johnson then in exactly the same situation that Theresa May was in for the past 15 or 18 months?
Well, I don't necessarily think that it'll get to that stage, because the bill that's been proposed by backbench MPs, which would seek to force Boris Johnson to extend Article 50 for the 3 months that you mentioned, he wouldn't have to make that decision until the 19th of October. So even if the bill passes this week, if he was to call a general election for the 14th of October and win a majority, he could then repeal that legislation and leave at the end of October as he's promised. And if he doesn't win a majority and another government comes into power, then it won't really be his problem. And he was very clear on the steps of Downing Street yesterday that under no circumstances will he extend the Brexit deadline. And that red line seems to be above all his other red lines. So whilst, yes, there's a chance that he could end up in the same position as Theresa May, he's been so clear that he won't do that I don't really think he's left himself the room to do that.
OK, when you talk about him maybe or maybe not getting a majority, if it goes as far as a general election, his majority at the moment is one, just one. So if he comes back with the same kind of stats in his favour after a general election, the whole process is still frozen in amber.
Absolutely, yes. And I think then it's really anyone's guess what would happen if the numbers were the same that they are now. But yeah, I think the Conservatives, they're currently leading in the polls, but they face considerable challenges in a possible general election, because it's not necessarily about how many votes you win in the British system, it's about how many seats you win. And there are a number of Conservative seats, particularly in Scotland and in the South East, which voted Remain in 2016 and which are under threat to falling to either the Scottish National Party in Scotland or the Liberal Democrats in England. And really that means that just to stand still, Boris Johnson would have to either hold a lot of strong Remain seats or win a lot of Leave seats from the Labour Party in the north of England. So it's really quite a difficult position. But if there's another hung parliament, really it's anyone's guess what happens.
Could it